I am a warrior, I am a fighter. I am a chronic illness survivor. I am my fellow warriors' admirer.
Inspiration for my blood sisters to thrive.
Scuffling with my body to stay alive.
Struggling for the ability to strive.
Conqueror a recurring death race.
Prospering in any case.
I am a warrior, I am a fighter. I am a sickle cell disease survivor. What's up, Sellies? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to be doing Confessions of a Warrior. I have never done Confessions of a Warrior with my cousin, and in this setting, I usually do it like as a rant. Like sometimes I'd be annoyed from stuff that people be saying about sickle cell, so I'll go on a rant and then I'll be posting it on TikTok. But I'm going to start posting my Confessions of a Warrior on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook so everybody can see. But in this one, we're going to talk about how we don't get the support that we should get from the Black community when it comes to sickle cell. It seems like we don't get the support and they don't care about the things that we go through. And honestly, a lot of people are ignorant about the things that we go through. They think that we have it easy when it comes to the healthcare system, and we don't. Like, they think we just got it made. Like, oh, y'all, I was told that if they got cures for cancer, they got to have some for sickle cell. They have one cure for sickle cell. And why do people think that if they got cure for cancer, as if they don't know like the discrimination? They don't put a lot of, well, how can I say this? They're not as, I guess you could say, I ain't gonna say thrilled. They do research. They do more research on other illnesses than they do on sickle cell. There are doctors out there. I ain't gonna make it seem like it's everybody. There are doctors out there who do research. I have been in several studies to help manage sickle cell because for a lot of us, that's the best we can do. Manage it. Okay, not everybody is eligible for a cure, and not everybody wants to get a cure because it's very risky. And I feel like beyond the health class, the little paragraph y'all get in y'all health books in high school, y'all need to do more research about sickle cell because y'all are very ignorant about it. Y'all don't know a lot about it, and it's sad, especially when it affects a lot of people who look like you. Even though sickle cell affects anybody of African descent, so not only Black people can have it, but the majority of us do. And not the majority of us as in a large population of Black people. Sickle cell is a rare disorder, which is probably why it's not well known. Also because the information that they put out there doesn't reach a lot of people, and then when it does reach people, it's just a passage. Sickle cell is a blood disorder that yada 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 blah blah blah. That's it. That's all you hear about it in school. But I do feel like as a community, and yes, I'm specifically talking about the Black community because y'all should care more about what we go through, and y'all should support us more. The things that a lot of warriors have been going through, for instance, the incident with Brittany Hightower, her going through that, like, that should have never happened. Like, I can't see cancer patients being thrown on the floor or dragged or being wrestled for their phones and stuff like that. I can't see that happening to them. So why is something like that happening to us? And like, y'all, nobody is really saying a whole lot about it. Like, y'all are real quiet. Y'all, you pick and choose what the issues that you want to fight for or whatever, when we go through stuff like this all the time and it's crickets. Yeah. Like, it's actually very disappointing. It is. And I'm not gonna lie, I gave up on y'all caring about sickle cell a long time ago. I don't think that it's ever going to be important to y'all. The only time a lot of black people, well, I ain't gonna say a lot. The only time black people even care is when they have a child that has the disease, when you could have been educating yourself about it from the beginning so you could avoid having a child with sickle cell. Then, you know, you gotta jump in our inboxes. Hey, I just had a baby and they were born with sickle cell. What should I do? When you could have been educating yourself about it this whole time, because it's a disease that affects your community. Like, I definitely am disappointed, because we take our time to raise awareness. We try to figure out different avenues to do things so we can get y'all attention. We try to come together as well in the sickle cell community to talk about different issues. And recently I have been talking about a lot of stuff that we don't really talk about when it comes to sickle cell. For instance, mental health, the body issues that we may face when dealing with it, like when it comes to the way that we look, the scars that we have on our bodies and stuff like that from having different procedures and stuff like that. I talk about a lot of that stuff because we don't really get to talk about it that much. And there are a lot more things that I do want to keep talking about so it can be normal for us to discuss it. But like, sickle cell is a lot more than just pain and low energy. We go through a lot. We face a lot of discrimination and prejudice when it comes to the healthcare system. And then when you raise awareness about it, you get a lot of people making it seem like we're complaining. Like, a lot of our own people making it seem like we're complaining and we're whining or whatever, when y'all don't have a clue the things that we have to face all the time, the trauma that we go through or whatever, when it comes to whether that be you going to the emergency room and having to prove to them that you're in pain, or you choosing to stay at home because it's more comforting to it like, so you won't have to deal with the trauma that comes with going to the emergency room. Like, it's a lose-lose situation. Either you stay at home and suffer, or you go there and suffer. You go there and possibly get treated the way that Brittany got treated, which makes no sense. Like, we shouldn't still be going through that. Like, that video had me annoyed. I don't see how y'all can watch videos like that, because it really makes me angry, especially since she lost her life after that. Like, after that incident, I really feel like everybody involved, everybody who played a part in the way she was treated, should be fired. They should be reprimanded for what they did. And I feel like they should be held accountable if she died as a result of how she was treated. Like, nothing probably, I hope that they're able to, because I think I saw somebody was saying that they didn't know which hospital it was or whatever. We don't know. I hope her family knows which hospital she was at, and I hope they're able to get justice for her, because that shouldn't have happened. Like, the fact that we even have to have these conversations is annoying. Like, I really was a person with sickle cell who don't really like having to talk about it, but because we're like the only people with diseases that have to advocate for ourselves, we don't have a choice. We can't be quiet. We can't not educate people, even though a lot of people don't even pay attention to it. You know, you put sickle cell in your title, people scrolling past the video because they really don't care about it. We're back after we were rudely interrupted. So we wasn't really interrupted. But like I was saying, stuff like that should not still be happening to us when it comes to us going to the hospital to get treatment and stuff for our illnesses. Like, we not trust and believe, we're not going to the hospital to get drugs. there are so many easier ways to get drugs if we need them, rather than going to the hospital, having to prove that you're in pain, getting labs done, getting drug tests now, because now they're testing our pee for drugs and stuff like that. Like, getting patrol like that is like, who else is they doing that to everybody?
Yeah. Hold up. What do you mean?
Everybody with illnesses. They drug testing everybody.
I don't think
because
so.
we gotta get drug tested every what, 3 months?
I think so.
Like that, for what? Like, for what? And if somebody see this video that got cancer, do y'all get drug tested every 3 months?
Probably not.
Any other illnesses? Anybody else with any other chronic illnesses? Do y'all get drug tested every 3 months? Because we do.
I don't think they do.
For what?
Like, I honestly don't think they get drug tested.
They probably don't. And you gonna tell me that that's not discrimination? That's not prejudice? That's prejudice. And then for you black people who really think that we got it made, we got it easy, like, and when we try to tell y'all the things that we have to go through, and y'all like either arguing with us or trying to make it seem like we just complaining or all we care about is medicine, is weird. People don't come on the internet and talk about how they get treated when they go to the doctor because they care about pain medicine. Like I said, pain medicine is all around us. It's easier to get it in those other ways than to go to the hospital. Ain't nobody about to fake sick, fake like they're in pain, go all the way to the hospital for some pain medicine when you could just probably go next door and get some. Or wherever. Hopefully you don't live in an area where it's like that. But unfortunately, people take pain medicine all the time. Like, and first of all, the access that they be having to it is just crazy to me. But we got to go through so much. We got illnesses and we got to go through so much to get it. But like, some people just they just readily give it to them when they go to the hospital and complain about something. We got to prove that we need it. And it's crazy. And then to not have the support of, our community is also crazy. Like, y'all, there's no reason why it's 2023. There is no reason why y'all don't know at least the basics about sickle cell. There is no reason, and also if y'all don't know what y'all talking about, there's no reason why you should be commenting on nothing that we say about it. Arguing with us, going back and forth, telling us what you think we should do and how we should feel, and maybe if y'all did this and maybe if you didn't do this, and all of this stuff to get treated like a human being. Like, y'all shouldn't have nothing to say to us. Y'all don't know nothing. Y'all don't even know the basics about sickle cell. You just heard something. You heard somebody. You heard Nipsey Hussle say Dr. Sebi cured people with sickle cell. So you think, oh, Dr. Sebi made a cure for sickle cell. Y'all should go and do that. Y'all should go take that. First of all, that medicine costs a lot of money. I feel like this, and I'm not just talking about that, but the healthcare system. Everybody who sells medicine for diseases and stuff like that. 9 times out of 10, people with sickle cell, we ain't rich. We don't got money like that. Why are y'all putting such a huge price tag on treatments and cures and stuff when y'all know most of us cannot afford it? People going in debt, people having to raise money, people having to beg for donations to get cures. Why is it that expensive? Y'all know most of the people who are affected by it is people who are poor. Y'all know that. Why put them big price tags on stuff? And all of y'all who always be, you should try this herb, you should try this. You gonna pay for it? You gonna give me the money for that? We ain't got money for that. And if you ain't gonna give us the money, shut up. You shouldn't have nothing to say. That's how I feel.
So you still got your gun?
No. This Confessions of a Warrior. That's how we roll over here. This how we confess. This how we roll.
It's my first time here.
I know. That's why I'm asking you, do you got anything to add?
No, I don't. I don't usually be here. I gotta fill my bottle up when I get home.
If you don't say something, talk so you don't usually be here.
Let's see.
This is cellmates with an S, not cellmate. I couldn't even be a mate with myself. And it would be single cell.
Let me see. Whew. I feel like the black community chooses to remain oblivious of the things that goes on in the sickle cell community. If it doesn't, like how you said, if it doesn't affect them, if it don't affect them, they honestly just do not care about it or whatever. Or like they don't care. They wants to remain ignorant, but they just
do want to remain ignorant.
They just be like, okay, I'm not gonna research that because I don't know nobody who has, or it doesn't affect me in this way, or it doesn't.
It's crazy though when they start talking. I don't really know nobody who got it, but then everybody got cousin who got sickle cell.
Yeah.
But then when it's time to talk about what it's about, y'all don't know nobody with it.
As soon as you start talking, they be like, oh, I got a cousin with sickle cell. Then when you ask them what you know about sickle cell, they know nothing.
Your cousin. And not even just that. The way, like, in our family, the way that they treat us, especially when we get sick, they cool.
Yo.
They cool when you good. You walk around. Like, when you sick, they act so uncomfortable.
That jump be funny.
It's weird, actually.
It'd be funny. Yeah. Well, I laugh at everything.
Like,
so.
Why you? Dang, I thought we was good. Why you treat me like that? Because I'm sitting there. Now you don't want to look at me. You don't know what to say.
It'd be so funny because like they'll come over the day before, you'll be all right. They'll leave, come back the next day. You sick? Dang man.
Yeah. So I don't like seeing y'all like that.
Yeah, like
Literally, we be always like this.
When you gonna feel better, nigga? I don't. That's exactly how it be. Just be like,
just ask a stupid question.
Like I don't know.
Like, and that ain't even really just like family. Like the whole community, the way that y'all act, the difference when we well versus when we sick is strange. The way it's like y'all don't want to be faced with it. Then people be like, well, you got to understand everybody. People don't like seeing or it inconveniencing you for me to be sick.
For the most part.
It's an inconvenience. It's an inconvenience to you because I'm sick.
That's how they act.
You ain't got nothing to do with this at all. And y'all don't do nothing with it.
No, they'll leave and then come back probably 2 days later, or they'll call. Most of the time they don't even come back. They'll just call and be like, "Yo, such and such feeling all right?"
Bro, I don't even get that. I think the only person who be asking about if I'm feeling, how I'm feeling is the older people like grandma.
I was about to say grandma May.
Grandma May, grandma like the bell sometimes when she remember.
She don't remember nothing no more like that really though.
Yeah, not she remember me.
I don't think she.
I don't know. She probably don't. I ain't seen her in a minute.
I ain't seen her since like.
But it really just be the older people. It don't be nobody else. It's like they act so weird. Like when I came home from the doctor, everybody want to like buy gifts and stuff like that. I'm like, bruh, what you buying this for?
I lied because Zuffy don't act like that. He still treats me the same. Except like
he's always treat you like a they do.
Yeah, like except he dials it back a little bit and he's still but it's still the same.
They treat you too much the same.
Wait.
Niggas treat you too much to say, not just you, us. I be about to die in there. They do not care. They really not budging.
Them juggers coming.
I be in there
she got
dying, coughing hard. They don't budge at all. Funny. Like, God dang, God forbid if I was dying for real. And come peep on me or nothing. Anytime I hear a noise, I go check on them. You alright? Y'all good? Bruh.
They are, baby.
They treat you too regular. Baby Karen, what's up? You already know.
Oh man, that jump was too funny. Like the time I had my fake surgery, Zuffy called me. This nigga called me like I think like a day after. He told me, bro, you good, bro? I'm like, yeah, I'll be home in a couple of days. He's like, all right, man, I just had to call and check on you. And then Lonnie texts me, and I'm like, oh, okay. And that's when I called y'all guys and fall asleep on the phone.
Mm.
Yeah, I was done.
I was in the hospital. I was in the emergency.
You did went to the hospital. That's crazy.
I was in the hospital. But yeah.
Yeah, but like people who be extremely close to you, they don't treat you no different. But people who think they close to you,
yeah,
you can tell how
Family.
close somebody is
when you get sick.
Yeah, because they'll be like
they be acting weird.
They'll be kind of
like,
standoffish. They don't.
And
know
it's
how
like
to,
why like. Is it like you being put in a tough situation because I'm sick, bro? It's weird to me.
Yeah,
that's how the whole community is. Or people who say stuff like, you know, I don't know, I don't know you. I don't want to touch you. I don't want to do this. You might get shut up.
Like, really?
Just shut up.
It don't work like that. But oh yeah, they think they swear up and down it works like that. Like if I touch you, I don't want to make it worse. Like it don't.
I don't want to trigger nothing.
Yeah,
bro, shut up.
Because that eye was beating me up just now.
But yeah, like y'all really suck when it comes to sickle cell because when it's like we get our little month, September, our awareness month, we try to raise awareness. Like look at the stuff that we do on our channel. Like we do skits and everything to try to make y'all understand. And I would say that some people do understand. Some people get it, but it's some people who don't even look at the video. Because when I compare the people that look at my cellmates content to the people that look at the podcast or my writing stuff,
yeah, it's crazy.
It's a lot less.
Yeah,
the only people that really look at us is people who got sickle cell.
Yeah,
like it's a lot less. So that means you're picking and choosing, not to support us. The clothing line. Niggas be buying everybody else stuff. Like you can't support your family, your friends, somebody that they be like, you know, you so strong. You was struggling with this since we was little. I'm so proud of you, but won't support nothing. Don't watch the first video, won't buy the first shirt, t-shirt. Or you get those people that are like, I'm gonna support you, and they never do it.
Some people you just gotta grab and put them in the headlock.
I ain't doing none of that. I'm just, like I said, I lost faith in them folks a long time ago. That's why I really didn't care about talking about sickle cell. But at the same time, I also know that I need to raise awareness because we don't have a choice. We don't really got a choice. Look how we being treated. It seems like it's getting worse instead of better. The system. Ever since the opioid crisis, the way that we've been getting treated is actually worse than back in the day. Like you can be somebody who don't go to the emergency room that much. You don't get admitted that much. Now I'll say this: once I get admitted, the treatment is different. Like they treat me like I'm their child, like the nurses and stuff. But when you when to get to that point, when you go to the ER, like that's the worst experience ever.
Yeah.
And it don't even really be because of the people are mean. They really just don't care about us. They really don't see what we're going through as a priority. Like that joke is traumatizing.
I done witnessed a lot of stuff that happens to sickle cell people in the ER, and I don't even be in the ER like that. I'll be like, yo. Just by sitting up late night talking the thing on the phone, yo, and she would tell me like, yo, there's a certain amount of people with sickle cell in here right now, and they gotta wait. And I'll be like, what they gotta wait for? She was like, if you're a kid, you go straight to the back, but if you're an adult, you gotta wait. And
become an adult,
when you become an adult, they just
treat
don't care.
Us crazy.
They don't
like,
care. I'll be
when you was a kid, it wasn't that bad.
No.
When you, especially if you go to the emergency room by yourself.
Oh yeah.
Like you literally have to go with people, so it'll be people there. Like the difference between how I get treated when I'm with, like for instance, when I went with Tamara and Nudis versus when I go with my mama and Ty.
You went with Tamara and Nudis.
She asked the ride.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Nudis took me. Like, they literally gave me tramadol and 1 milligram of Dilaudid. It did nothing. It's this medicine that they be trying to give us
before.
Or whatever. It did nothing. And I think I was out of medicine then too. Yeah, did nothing for me. Like, I really just hate going because the emergency room is so uncomfortable. It's cold in there. You have to sit in it, and God forbid if you need a wheelchair, that's uncomfortable. You have to sit. Then you get to the back, it's cold. Then they don't rush to give you your medicine. I feel like as soon as we get back there, y'all should go ahead and give us our first dose. They take their time, which makes the pain worse, especially if I'm sitting in this cold area. Like, especially if you got a fever, take off your jacket. If you got a fever, take off. For what? Bro, I'm freezing. I'm not about to sit here for 2 hours freezing because you think it gonna make my fever. I never even understand that.
I still don't understand that.
Me either.
If you cold, keep your jacket on.
Somebody a goddamn gonna fever. Girl, that's the least of my worries.
But yeah, like the ER is a
beast. I hate it. Like, I just said, like, somebody asked me, do you think that man is ever gonna come up with a cure? No. And I'm like, they got a cure for sickle cell. They do. It's just not everybody just not eligible for it, and it's risky. It's a lot of risk that goes with it. But it was like, you think they ever gonna come up with a cure? I was like, nah. I really and truly feel like the only cure for sickle cell is death.
Yeah, I think that's why we view it that way. I think that's why we really don't like people.
So when you talking about cure, I don't care nothing about that. My cure gonna come when I die. That's how I feel.
Agreed.
When I die, that's the cure. I'm not about to risk my life for a lesser version of sickle cell, because you ain't even completely healed. It's sickle cell. You go from the disease to sickle cell trait, then you get gaslit when you go to the hospital, when you go to the doctors and stuff like that, because you're cured, so you can't have pain. There's no way you're having sickle cell pain, because now you like, just imagine that. That's like being in a Jordan Peele movie. A psychological thriller. That's what having sickle cell is like. Being in a psychological thriller. And you're telling me to get a cure, so then when I have issues, they just gonna gaslight me. I already get gaslighted enough without the cure. We good.
Yep.
Like, those of us who want to just manage our sickle cell the best way we can, I've done plenty of studies. I'm taking Oxybrita. That has been working for me. I am a lot better than I was. I'm able to function a lot better than I was. When I have sickle cell crisis, they don't last for a long time. I'm able to manage them better. Now, my issue is that I have chronic pain. However, as long as I'm able to walk around and function with this pain, I'm good. Like, this is it for me. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to manage my sickle cell, and then I get cured when I die. That's how I feel. It might sound pessimistic. It might sound morbid or whatever to you. And a lot of the times, y'all be having issues with the way that we view things because you're being selfish. You're putting you're making the situation about you. It's not about you. If that's how I view it, that's how I view it. If I feel like the only way I'm getting rid of this is when I die, that's how I feel. It ain't about you and how I should feel and your religion and all of this stuff that y'all try to place on us. This is how I feel. I ain't apologizing for that. So, yeah, that's how I feel. Y'all don't support us. It's not important. It's not important unless somebody getting killed by the cops or a white person.
Yeah, if it ain't racist, they don't care.
If it ain't racism, y'all don't care.
Nope.
That's the message I'm getting.
Essentially. Because when was the last time they cared? When was the last racism thing that happened and a black person died?
I don't know the last, because there's been a few.
I know it's been a few, but like, what was the last big movement all the black people were behind?
For whatever reason, George Floyd is coming up.
Again?
No, I'm feeling like
Oh,
that's the
yeah, that one was.
biggest thing that I
That's
can
the last thing I
remember.
remember too. But yeah, whenever it's literally like black people versus the police, y'all for that.
Or black
Or
people versus
in
racist
yeah,
white people.
y'all
Or
for
racist
that.
people.
But when
It's a movement. We get together, we march and stuff like that. But stuff like this, like what y'all don't feel the same way for for black people living and having issues, but y'all be fighting hard for the ones that already dead.
what was I about to say? Like I thought they was gonna have a movement because when you told me the black girl that when she died in the hospital, I was like, yeah, I thought they was gonna.
The only thing that's happening is the video is circulating. I just hate stuff like that. Like,
Wow.
because it's like
That's crazy.
a person had to die for y'all to even care enough to repost this video. Like, and she was somebody that we knew, and I've seen her go through that more than once. I didn't know she died at first. I thought it was just, she went through it.
Yeah.
She's trying to sue, stuff like that. Then when I heard she died, I'm like, bruh. And there's no way you gonna look at that situation and not see that how they treated her didn't contribute to her dying. No way. There's no way. Because number one, when we're in a crisis, we having pain.
Oh my shots are most...
Every little thing is going to make that pain worse. And y'all don't even understand what our body goes through when we're having a sickle cell crisis. So imagine having to physically fight people that are supposed to be helping you to prove to them that you need help.
Because one, your body is working overtime. Two, you're struggling to breathe.
The overexertion.
Like...
Then plus, I saw the whole. I had to watch it because
I ain't watching.
I hate watching stuff like that. But they had her on the ground, like they kept going in the bathroom. Number one, that's an invasion of privacy. Yeah. If she said, "Don't come in here," why are you going in the bathroom while somebody is using the bathroom?
I don't know.
That would never happen to other people.
No.
And that's my point. That would never happen to other people. They wouldn't have to have this conversation. That is crazy. So I definitely hope her family able to do something about it, to sue and get justice for her, because that's crazy.
Yeah.
And I know this video isn't gonna make y'all care. and at this point, I don't care about y'all caring. Just mind y'all business when we are talking about the things that we go through. If you ain't gonna care about us, you're not gonna fight with us, you're not gonna fight for us, you're not gonna help us, shut up.
Yeah, because it don't be every person.
We don't need your advice.
It just be the select. Well, it'd be select few to support you, and then the rest of everybody else just be like, "Oh, I'm not supporting that."
They don't care.
Yeah.
But be wearing the pink bows for cancer.
Man,
pink
look
this,
at her.
Pink that, be pink down.
I hate that we're born in that month. I'll be like, bro, can we just pick our birthday up and move it?
Bruh,
like it's impossible.
That's all you see. The donation. You donate to what's the name of the thing? St. Jude.
Man, bump them bald-headed people, man. God dang. Y'all turn the TV off and everything.
That's all you see.
St. Jude.
That's all you see when there are people with sickle cell start organizations that y'all don't. Matter of fact, I need to reach out so I can start promoting their organizations on our channel. Not like y'all gonna watch it, but that's still just me doing my part. Mm-hmm. I feel like I should do, at this point, the only people we can depend on is each other in this community. And I know even us in the sickle cell community don't always be on one accord, but when it's something that we need to come together for, we come together for it.
Yeah.
That's really the only thing we can depend on. And like I said, there are doctors who are working to help us, but it's so few of them. Like, they are getting things done. We got 2 medicines approved in the past couple of years. They're still raising awareness. They were able to get funding for different studies and stuff like that. I see that they're doing gene therapy. I feel like gene therapy is something else that we could talk about, but I definitely need to do more research before we do. Gene therapy is pretty much like them pretty much
cloning?
not
Oh,
not cloning you, but like I don't know exactly, but I think it's where they like go to the source to fix the problem.
because now when you say gene, I go straight to DNA. That's what I go.
Yeah, that's what it is. They going straight to the source to fix the problem. Yeah, that's my thought too. But like I said, I'm gonna do some more research before we talk about that because I feel like that's important to talk about too. Sometimes I just think stuff is too far. That's too far.
I don't even know how you do that without killing a person
Or changing them. Or like literally changing how I'm created, changing what makes
essentially me. Because like if you
yeah, that's the thing.
You messing with a person's DNA, you can't do that.
They're doing it.
I'm just sitting there thinking.
I heard some results from those studies.
But
like I said, I'm gonna do research and we're gonna talk about it. We gonna since y'all been hyping me from me talking junk, y'all know it's in my nature to talk. And y'all know my ancestors have a history of trying to be silenced. So when I'm talking and people trying to silence me, I expect y'all to defend me because y'all keep asking me to keep talking. You know, now I ain't gonna say what my I'm not gonna say what my culture is. But then y'all gonna start flagging these videos because I know y'all scared of us.
Still just thinking about gene
therapy. And I'm preparing myself. Yeah, it's a thing.
Like how?
I'm
just sitting here like how?
They editing your genes. Your DNA, your genes and stuff.
Just clone me at that point. You can have you got like
I ain't even saying that, bro. I ain't want them to do nothing to me. I'm good. I'm good with dying how I'm supposed to die. I'm good. Like I ain't hard up for no cure. I'm just not.
Like how?
I'm gonna be good until it's time for me to leave. Dying is not the worst thing that can happen. The worst thing that can happen is getting a cure and getting gaslighted.
Yeah.
To me, just imagine the psychological trauma that causes. Because I feel like they be making it seem like, you know, everybody with illnesses should want to be cured. And everybody with sickle cell should want to be cured because we're such a burden on y'all. It's so, we inconvenience y'all so much that we should get cured so we can be accessible to some of y'all, which is weird. Y'all making this about y'all. But just because we have an illness does not mean that we should desire to be cured from that illness. I'm very much okay with leaving the way that I'm supposed to leave. I'm cool with that. I just want to be able to take care of myself the best way that I can until that happens. I just want to manage my sickle cell the best way that I can until that happens. And I don't feel like people should be penalized for that. They shouldn't be penalized for not wanting to do studies. They shouldn't be penalized for not wanting to take certain medicines. Like, that's their choice. It's their body. You cannot make people feel bad for choosing what to do with their body.
You really can't.
And then if I don't do this study, I can't get pain medicine.
Wait, they say that?
No.
Oh.
But, like, do they say that? No. Do they insinuate that sometimes?
Yeah.
For instance, vaccinations.
Oh.
We know if we don't get those vaccinations, then it's you know, they're gonna want you to, they're gonna want us to do this. You know, you don't get the vaccine, they're gonna want. It's like they be holding our pain medicine hostage, and you got to do certain things in order for you to get it. That is sick.
Or like when the pandemic came up, and remember how we were just calling it in and we wasn't going to the doctor.
Yeah.
And then
they started forcing us to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
You got to come. That's what I was talking about. Every 3 months to get drug tested. because now y'all not showing up, and we need y'all to show up. We need to keep track of y'all. We need,
it was
bruh,
a pandemic
people
outside.
sick. I'm not trying to get sick.
Like,
and what's wrong with us? We couldn't do our e-visits?
It's crazy because I had to go every month. Because if I would have missed a month, I would have got so sick. Because I had to go for my
pheresis.
No, I was on blood transfusions. Then I switched to pheresis mid-pandemic. But yeah, if I
yeah, because you have to go, and then that's the thing too. Like these medicine, y'all don't even understand these medicine and stuff that we take. If we don't.
Yeah,
because y'all be thinking it's so easy. Oh, just don't take the medicine that they give y'all. Take this herb. Take this, bro. You're literally telling me to suffer because of conspiracy theories.
Because the day before I go to pheresis, I'll be like, yo, that's how I can tell when I got to go back to the doctor. The day and the whole week before I go, I just feel horrible.
It just go to show like the way that our body is affected when we don't take these medicines.
I'll be like, yo, I go to the doctor soon.
And that's something that I don't like myself, that my body depends on a medicine, because that means that if something happens, if it gets discontinued, I'm messed up. I won't be able to do. The pain medicine ain't gonna hurt. It ain't gonna, can only do but so much.
It ain't gonna help with it.
Then if I stop taking Oxbryta, it ain't just pain that I gotta deal with. I gotta deal with my platelet counts dropping, my rectal counts dropping, my hemoglobin dropping, all of that stuff. Basically failing.
Yeah. And that's what we was getting at the other
like
day.
These young literally be our life force. Like the pain medicine too. If I wasn't taking pain medicine, I wouldn't be able to do the stuff that I'm able to do. Like y'all be, you so strong, like you got sickle cell and you still be doing this. I'm doped up.
Yo, when people say that, I'll be like, yo, if only y'all knew.
My nigga, if I wasn't taking I don't like saying our pain medicine out loud.
Yeah, we can't do that.
If I don't take my pain medicine, I would not be able to do the stuff that I do. Like, I literally would be on my back every day. Like, y'all really don't even understand the stuff that we have to go through. And then y'all always be throwing your little advice out there. Take chlorophyll. Chlorophyll not gonna stop me from having pain. Sure. Chlorophyll not gonna stop my arm from feeling like it's severed, from feeling like somebody pulling my limbs off of my body. Chlorophyll not gonna stop that.
Cause Tuesday I felt horrible. I was like, man, I'm ready to go. I don't want to go to the doctor, but I'm ready to go get this thing. Things to come back.
Right, because our body literally depends on this stuff.
I was like, dang.
And I feel like people don't realize that it's like y'all are choosing to take the medicine and y'all let the doctor shove stuff in your face. Y'all let the doctors do this. Y'all let the doctors do that. Bruh.
We need this. Well, it's at the same time we need it because it's going to help. But, like, if we don't have it.
We depend on it. I ain't afraid to say it. My body will literally fail without Oxbryta.
Yeah.
My body will literally fail without the pain medicine that I take. And I have to take a long-acting one. The breakthrough one, and I take a couple other stuff. Yeah, I take a lot of medicine. I do.
I was about to say, yeah.
And I'm not getting off of it.
I don't get my pheresis. I'm literally gonna have an iron overload and have another stroke. So yeah, that literally it keeps my iron. My iron runs high anyway, so it keeps it lower than what Yeah.
They don't get it. They don't want to get it either.
Yeah. So
like I get that. Y'all feel like we're black, so we shouldn't trust the healthcare system. And I agree. I don't trust them to an extent. There are certain things that I'm not going to do. There are certain things that I'm not with. But at the same time, unless you're going to come up with something that I'm going to be able to sit at my computer and write those books that y'all love so much, I'm going to be able to create that content, make these videos, because it takes energy to do this. We got to sit here and do this. If I wasn't taking my medicine and he wasn't getting his pheresis, y'all wouldn't be seeing us on here. So mind your business. Because y'all don't know what y'all be talking about. And then y'all won't do the research. And then when we try to educate y'all try to make it seem like, we got attitudes and why y'all taking it this way. Shut up, because you need to shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. You can't tell me about my body and what I need to do. I know what I need to do with my body. It's my body. And on that note, Thank y'all for watching this video. We will see y'all in the next one.
What?
Bye.
What?
Before you go, check out our website at cellmatesapparel.com so you can learn more about us and so you can have access to our online Teespring store.